What's happening, folks? I'm Kyle. This is Proudly American Outdoors. Just getting the camp set up. Time to go get the pooch. Come here. This is where we call home for the night. How's that, girl? How's that? Just don't take me out. Let's get the pooch some water. Thirsty, baby? Huh? Thirsty? Hold on. I'll get you some water. I'll get you some water. Oops. Weird. Watch it. Water bomb? My dog Bonnie, she's only a puppy. She's a little under a year old. She'll be a year old in about, what's that, March? March or April? Coming up quick, huh? Coming up quick, huh? She's a good girl. Always bring water, folks. Always bring water. Well, first off, I'm gonna review this tent. The Ozark Trails, like I said, 4-person instant A-frame tent. We're gonna see how it goes. Takes up quite a bit of room if you're, trying to save space, but at least it comes in its own contained bag. I can appreciate that. Let's see how instant is. Time for the unboxing here. Let's just flip it over and do the normal. Dump it all out on the ground. Self-contained, I like it. Let's get this thing unrolled. Here's our stakes. Comes with tent stakes. It's always a good thing. Unfolded tent. fire starter. Is that insulated? That's pretty cool. Smarter than the tent, Kyle. Smarter than the tent. Everything has a nice, real positive clip. I like that. Bam, just locked into the spot. Bam, locked it in. Bam, locked it in. What do you think, Bonnie? What do you think, girl? We got to move this thing over a little bit, don't we? Come on, girl. And there we have it. Let me move my water jug out of the way. And that is home for the night. I like it. I'll take the time and stake it out, and looks like Bonnie is getting a feel for it. She's checking out all of our visitors and guests. We're not alone anymore. That was kind of the objective, but it's okay. We're in nature. This is gonna be Bonnie's first time seeing snow. Come on, Bonald. What is that? Easy. Easy, you're pulling. Easy, baby. Easy, baby. You wanna go check it out? Come on, babes. Let's go. What? It's a log. Look. Come on, Bonnie. Come on, let's go this way. Apparently, Bonnie's scared of logs. Is that snow? Is that snow, Bonnie? Oh, yep, it is snow. What do you think? Nice little stream from the snow melt. Come on. Come on. You want to go that way? All right, folks. Let me bring you up to speed here. So, like I said before, my name's Kyle, and this is Proudly American Outdoors. Now, the goal of my channel is to A, get me outside more, and then B, explain to you guys and try and bring awareness to what it means to be proudly American, or what that means to you. Because this day and age, I feel like our country is losing its patriotism or its pride in being an American. And someone's got to hold the line, if you will. And this, all of this right here, let me show you. Oh, I can't do it, but we'll do it this way. It may just look like a bunch of sticks and trees and dirt and mud, but to me, I'd die for all these sticks and trees and dirt and mud. Because I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud to live here. And yeah, there's people we don't agree with that are in our country doing us wrong. And yeah, it might seem like we're fighting an uphill battle, but together, we can get through this. And we all may not agree on everything, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, we've got core values to respect one another and respect those who came before us. Most importantly, we should honor those who came before us, because we wouldn't have this and get to experience it the way we do if it wasn't for those that came before us. Oh, almost lost it there.
Good one.
This right here. I got a therapy dog, and I'm soaking up my mountain therapy. What do you think, Bonald? You love it? I love it too. With that being said, every video I make, I'm gonna make it a point, and I wanna highlight someone, one of you, anybody, people that mean something to me. I'm gonna highlight why they're proud to be an American, and maybe with enough people and their messages of why they're proud, it'll inspire more people to be proud. I've had this idea for a few years, you know, starting Proudly American Outdoors. At first I was just gonna create a website, sell some merch, but how is anyone supposed to understand what my merch stands for or what I stand for just off from a website? It doesn't make any sense to me. I gotta get out here. I gotta let you guys know. I gotta explain why. And, you know, funny, I'm not much of a tree hugger, but this is why. Look at this thing. Look how big this tree is. If only it could talk. If only this tree could tell stories. What do you think, Bonnie? Like I said, respecting those that came before us, even if it is nature, must be respected. You know how we're taught that, you know, everything has an equal and opposite reaction? Well, cause and effect. Same thing works in all walks of life. You give respect, respect is usually given. You know, I believe that if more people were proud to be an American and of where they came from and honored those who came before us, they would stand up and fight a little harder. Not saying people aren't fighting hard and as hard as they can already, but there are folks out there that I believe are lazy or who just don't care. A lot of kids in my generation, I say kids, we're not kids anymore, but a lot of adults in my generation and younger ones coming up that just don't care. They don't give a shit what happens. They don't care at all. And to me, that's sad. Because what does that tell me? It tells me their parents failed them. And their parents didn't have any respect for those who came before us. I gotta say, the weather's really nice today. Couldn't ask for any better weather. As you see, there's a little cloud cover. High skies. It's not too cold up here, even though there's snow on the ground. Not too much snow, obviously, but it's melting away. All in all, great trip so far. Good girl. Good girl. Well, this is camp for the night. I think Bonnie approves. I rearranged my tent a little bit. I didn't want to sleep underneath a Widowmaker. You know, that wouldn't be good. Just snoozing and, you know, whoop-ow. I'd like to take a minute and thank everyone who supported me and pushed me to get out here and do this. Like I've said earlier, I've had this idea for a few years, just getting around to actually executing and making sure, you know, I'm doing things right, taking the right steps, and just getting out there and doing it. You know, that's the biggest thing. I want to let anyone know who's listening, you know, if you're scared, or I don't even think scared's the right word, hesitant, reluctant to try, just get out there and do it. Because the only way you're going to learn is if you go and try it. That's one thing that I think is important to note about Americans and their culture and, you know, our heritage. It all falls into the same category almost. You know, we don't give up, and we fight for what we want. And we don't take no for an answer. And we don't believe that, you know, after plan A and plan B, there's, you know, your SOL, or, you know, there's no other option. There's always another option. That's part about being an American. We will find a way. We will find a way. Well, I got really lucky. The people I thought that were staying for the night decided to pack up and leave. They were just day use, came out for a barbecue and took off. So happy I get some peace and quiet and solitude. Really fortunate because I'm in this pine tree forest. Well, it's sunset, just about time to start some cooking. I picked up a New York strip steak from Walmart. Nice and expensive. Pay California prices. That is $16.97 a pound. But I guess it is prime, so I guess you pay a prime price. But we're not even touching Wagyu. Time for me to bust out my limited edition Uncle Henry knife I've never used. So that's pretty cool. But let me adjust the camera and I'll show you what I do. Got my nice New York strip steak. Got my knife. I removed it from the package and put it in this bowl only because it's easier. Now, I like to use this stuff called Wright's Liquid Smoke. They sell it at my local grocery store. I put this on every steak that I cook, basically. So what I do is I don't use a lot. I'll show you. I just, a little bit in the cap. Oh, it's probably a little too much. I'll use that on both sides. And I just sprinkle that out there. This stuff is really overpowering. I'm probably not using it the way you're supposed to be using it, but it's all right. We do things our own way. And I'm proud to do things my own way. All right. So you get that liquid smoke, sprinkle it on that side, get your drops on there. And then if you want, you can kind of spread it in like that. Hope it soaks in. You're just getting a little bit of that smokiness flavor. I like my hickory. And then the Worcestershire sauce. That's how I say it, Worcestershire. But I give it a nice little dousing on each side, because that's just how I roll. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are having OCD or cringing at the way I do things, but that's fine. You can do things your own way. This is my way of doing things. Okay, now for the most exciting part. I picked this stuff up at Lowe's the other day. It's called Boar's Night Out White Lightning Double Garlic Butter. You use it on almost everything. I don't know if the camera's focusing on it. I hope it is, but it is really good stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a nice dusting. Now, I was afraid the first time I ever used this stuff that I was going too heavy with it, covering it like that, because I'm like, oh my god, it's just going to be like pure salt. But it creates a nice little crust. Kind of pat it on there. Work it in, let that Worcestershire and hickory smoke do its thing. And we'll pick this baby up. Let it soak. And the juices. Take our white lightning. White lightning. He said, shoo, white lightning. Alright. And then we'll give it the old pat. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We're eating good tonight, folks. We are eating good tonight. Alright. That's what my seasoned up steak looks like. All nice and juicy, ready to go. And I will see you when it's time to put this thing on the grill. Okay, got our steak. Oop, there we go. Got my campfire roaring. Nice clean grill I picked up when I was at Walmart, because it's just what we do. Alright, I'm gonna throw her on there. Now I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sear this for about 30 seconds to a minute on each side. And I'm going to slow cook it the rest of the way. Should come out pretty good. What I like to do, I don't know if anybody else does this, I'm sure you all do. I like to get all my extra juices and seasonings. Put it on there. Kind of spread that out. Probably pushing 30 seconds on that side already. Go a little bit longer. Oh yeah, see how the flames are licking the meat right there? That's what you want. Alright. works better if you bring tongs. Oh, nice sear. Nice sear. Let me show you. Look at that sear. That was a good sear. Wow. I'm not a good cook by any means. I just do my best. And I think that's what we all should do. Just do our best in whatever we do. Give it a little 30 seconds on that side. And then I'll move it away from the heat. I want to really sear it, you know. Let's see. There we go. Right on cue there. Right on cue. Oh, beautiful. That is just beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kick her off to the side, keep an eye on it. As we like to say, we let her cook. You guys want to see a good dog? That's a good dog right there. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? My Bonnie girl. Well, let's check to see how our food is doing. It's been a couple minutes. Flipped her a couple times. Ended up spreading the wood out to keep the heat down. Oh, yeah. Now, I goofed and I forgot to bring a fork with me, but look at that. Look at that steak. It's gonna be good. Gonna be good. Well, we're nice and warm by the fire. My face is burning off. Got my nice juicy steak. There we go, look at that. Looks like a piece of charred meat from here, but it's okay. Looks delicious on my end. I'm not really big about watching other people eat, so I don't expect y'all to watch me eat. But since I forgot everything, I gotta eat like a savage. What can I say? Wow. Speechless. That white lightning does it all. Whew. Ooh, that is good. You taste the garlic, the butter, and the way I seared this time I cut this thing, it just pours out with juices. So good. But I'm gonna finish this up. Try not to talk to you with a full mouth. And I'll catch you when I'm done. Thanks for watching. Well, guys, I forgot to check in with you after I was done eating, but got cold in the tent last night. I ended up having to move to the car. Obviously, the sleeping bag I brought wasn't exactly cut out for the ending of the winter months, but now I know. I'll come more prepared, and it gives me something else to review down the road, and I'm going to try and put out a video every week if that's possible, and juggling real life and all the other things I do. But I enjoy you guys sticking around to watch, and I'm going to do a quick little time lapse of me breaking down camp, and then show you a little bit of the road on the way out. And that's about it. Well, folks, I got camp breaking down. Just got to untie the dog, and we'll be out of here. It's been a good trip. Just cold. All right. You ready, Barb?
To quote an American from our past by the name of Dean Alphonse, he wrote a creed, simply known as the American's Creed, or my creed. It is as follows. I do not choose to be a common man. It is my right to be uncommon. I seek opportunity to develop whatever talents God gave me, not security. I do not wish to be a kept citizen, humbled and dulled by having the state look after me. I want to take the calculated risk, to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed. I refuse to barter incentive for a dole. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence, the thrill of fulfillment to the stale calm of utopia. I will not trade freedom for beneficence, nor my dignity for a handout. I will never cower before any earthly master, nor bend to any threat. It is my heritage to stand erect, proud, and unafraid, to think and act myself, enjoy the benefit of my creations, and to face the world boldly and say, "This, with God's help, I have done." All of this is what it means to be an American.
This creed is something that I live by, and I wish to inspire others to live by as well. I wish to bring awareness, pride, and inspiration to others by being proudly American. If you know someone out there who is proudly American and deserves to be recognized for it, please reach out and we will highlight them and share their story. Thank you all for being proudly American. All right, on the highway home. Well, this is where I'm going to end the video, guys. I'd like to thank you all for bearing with my amateur filming skills, amateur editing skills, amateur camping skills. You get better with practice, and like I said before, you don't know unless you get out there and try. So on that note, I want to thank my beautiful girlfriend Jessie. Thank you, love, for pushing me to get out here and actually do this. I want to thank all the other YouTubers I watch, just to name a few: Crazy Quaddy, Fanatic, Camping with Steve. I watch all those guys, and every one of those guys has been inspiration to get out here. And you know what? If you can do it, I can do it too. And I feel like when I watch all you guys, I feel like, hey, those are my friends. So, you know what? Hey, friends. Not that you want to be friends, but I'm out here too. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next week.